Or what they said. What are they talking? Like, I really want to know. But that's not the argument y'all having. Hey y'all, welcome to the chat. I'm having late Did it get darker outside?
It was drizzling when I was taking.
Oh really? Welcome to the chat here. Like, I'm gonna try to say my voice. I'll be talking so loud at the camera. Oh, babe. Is that the fridge?
No.
It must be the fridge.
That's that sauce.
Something in the fridge. I don't smell like that. I mean, like something going bad. Maybe. Or maybe eggs. Maybe them eggs, you think?
I check in.
I'm gonna do tuna for lunch. Welcome to the chat. This is typically the slowest day I'm noticing for this time that I go live. I gotta start trying different times a day. But I don't want certain people out of my business. You know who I'm talking to. Hey y'all. So like, chat is always a lag. Make sure you say hello. Let me know where you're checking in from. The question today is there anybody or any group of people that's been like a big influence on your life? And who and why and how? Hey, Chief Chef Smoked Dreams. How you doing? Where y'all checking in from? And thank you. Hey, Fudge World. What's up? What's up? So I'm just doing my little morning chit chat. Who do y'all feel like has had the greatest influence on your lives? Let me know when you checking in, where you checking in from, and let me know if you have any feedback. Hey Charles, how you doing? Stay in your lane today, chat. Good morning. Panther Pride. Oh wow. So we have a Carolina Panthers fan in the chat.
Yes, they play Sunday.
Good afternoon, Fudge World. Where you checking in from? Who do they play Sunday?
Us, they gonna lose.
The Raiders. Oh, your father had the greatest influence in your life. And in what way? Did he teach you how to be, well, I'm assuming, are you a man or a woman? What's up? Las Vegas. Oh, we got Las Vegas checking in. Raiders. Hey, Giovanni. When I felt like he didn't have anybody, he was always there. No, he died from COVID? Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Panther Pride. But the good thing is he left a legacy for you and imprinted some positivity in your life. Unfortunately, everybody doesn't get to say that. So that in itself is a blessing. Charles said, what's up, bro? Or big up, bros. Giovanni, you better watch it. You better watch it. I'm a Falcons fan, but my man is a Raiders fan. So if you're going to talk trash, you need to be specific and actually present some details to why you feel like somebody's trash. But to just trash them, we don't do that here. You got to get some details. My father, who passed a little over a year ago, California, Sacramento, he taught me forgiveness, patience, and how to basically stop running my mouth. Didn't get all his lessons until after he was gone. Thank you, Raquel Perez, for sharing it. Passed away, and I'm sorry for your loss as well. Yeah, like, unfortunately, sometimes we don't get the lessons out of things until after the person is gone, after the incident is over. Sometimes when we're further removed, unfortunately, that's when we get it. But the point is that we get it, and that's what good parents are for. You still got to have life experience to mesh with the lesson, right? So don't ever be too hard on yourself for that, because a lot of things our parents learned or our grandparents learned, they learned through experience. Even when somebody was sitting there telling them better, they had to learn the hard way. Go Rams. Hey, Jose Mendoza. Hey, how's your day today? No, Raiders ain't been to a Super Bowl since '03.
I know ain't no country talk.
No, wait, who's saying that? No, that's the one from Vegas, but they're a Rams fan. But here's what I always question when people talk about the last time somebody been to a Super Bowl. The only thing that's the same about a team from one year to the next is the branding most of the time. How can you, like, I know you want to rep your team and you be happy when they win the Super Bowl, but how is that, like, evidence of anything? Half the squad gone. And if you talking about a team from '03, the entire squad is gone. So every year, football, any sport, is game to game, match to match, championship to championship. I mean, I really feel like this year is a toss-up anyway. So most people are saying their fathers, which is a good thing. I like to hear positive, especially with men, because you don't hear that. You don't hear the stories exist, but you don't hear people share those stories as much. The negativity is always louder. He said, but you have to show you have potential to get back there, and they haven't shown anything near that caliber that they once had, almost like the Cowgirls. But everybody has to show they have potential to get back there every year. You don't get any carryovers. I don't care if you won last year. It doesn't carry over. You get what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. I think that you should always celebrate any Super Bowl or any championship or any game that your team wins, period. But as far as it being a dig, I don't see how that's a dig to another team. I don't care if your team won last year. I don't even want to talk about that painful ass Super Bowl loss for the Falcons, but they disbanded. Okay, let's get off football. Lakers, even though that was a bubble championship, what did they do after they won the championship? Huh? No, what did they do after they won? No, the NBA,
the following year?
Yeah, they took apart the team that won.
Yeah, you're right.
They rearranged everything.
They
destroyed the team. So, I feel you, but
that was probably one of the dumbest.
Team don't even exist.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said nothing, make a bunch of excuses for always letting people down, and LeBron had to carry their bum asses all season. Yeah, I don't understand. It's got to be a lot of back office issues with the Lakers. And what's her name? Didn't her father, the owner? Okay.
Yeah, she running.
Second generation, third. It's got to be something political, because I don't even understand why they did that with the Lakers, and I don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big basketball person, so I ain't even gonna front. I just paid attention to that team a little bit. But yeah, the reason I asked the question that I asked today is because I'm learning as I get older in life that just as much as people influence you in a positive way directly, a lot of times they influence you in a way of knowing like what not to do. And a lot of times they influence you in a way where not only do you pick up their positive habits, but you kind of pick up their negative. So I'm just curious to know, because the craziest part with me is that I have a lot of adults that in different aspects that I could look up to, whether it be career, whatever. But I didn't really have a lot of guidance as far as from a girl to a woman and understanding the dynamic of that. But I will oddly enough say that the biggest teachers in my life or influence have been my children. Ain't nothing like, if you're an open-minded, open-hearted person and you strive to do better in your life, there's nothing more eye-opening than actually becoming a parent, because there is no handbook, true enough. Ultimately you're supposed to pour into them and raise good human beings, but you don't necessarily know how. And there's nothing more eye-opening to what you need to fix in yourself and what's been passed on to you that you need to let go of than when you have children. So I just want to hear like other people's input on that as well, and see if anybody else kind of like who else influenced y'all. So I do hear parents a lot, and that's a beautiful thing. I just wonder if anybody else has like different dynamics in their life where other people poured into them a little bit more. Magic Johnson was. Hey Flexi, yeah, we back home. We got back Sunday night. Hey, what's up, Cuban? Let's go G-State. I'm good, Flexi. How are you today? So Flexi, I have like fallen all the way off the wagon. So Zach knows a lot of like gym bros and gym girls, and there are a lot of trainers. So even though you know how you know what to do, but you just, I need a trainer for like at least a solid month. Yeah, text message. So I think I'm about to get a trainer, and I'm gonna vlog some of that. But other than that, I've been doing good. I'm gonna get on this bike though, but I need some, like, I have no get up and go. I really don't. Kobe Bryant was the best player at the Lakers. True that, Charles. Oh, that's why Jose said Cap Magic Johnson was. Wasn't there two different eras of basketball though? Like, they didn't even play the same. That's why we stood in our lane, Jose. So in his lane, yeah, maybe. The stats don't lie. He came in winning right away. Who? I guess he's talking about Magic Johnson. The thing about statistics, see, I'm a statistics person, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about statistics is often they are interpreted with variations and in controlled they are interpreted in controlled settings. So when you mention statistics for sports, you have to control the setting. Are they both presenting those numbers in the same setting? That's how you interpret statistics, not with raw data. You interpret statistics based off of whether both were in close enough circumstances that the numbers can be pitted up against each other. If they were not, then you have to adjust those numbers. So while I hear what you're saying, Jose, numbers don't lie, but people's interpretations of them do. He never switched teams. Flexi AA, doing good. Had a job in Miami yesterday. 9 hours. Ooh. Flexi, I can't even drive 3 hours. Ask this man. Ooh, I just get sleepy. And just 2 hours of work, you feel exhausted. That car will do it. That car will do it. Ain't nothing is the worst. Flexi, I know you know. Anybody health-minded, nothing is a worse energy killer than sitting still. Like, the longer you sit, the worse you feel. Even if you're in good health. So with driving, I feel the same way. That's why I can't do too many hours of driving. I can't sit still that long. It like zaps 2 days worth of energy, you know what I mean? Kobe for sure is top 3 best to ever grace the Lakers jersey, but not number 1. I would have to disagree. Okay. Respect. Respect to that. Remember that on in living color. Respect to that. Respect to that. Scroll up. What I miss, Cube? Let's go state. Is that what you're saying? I ain't missed that. What else I miss? Who do we play this week? Did you mention answer the poll questioning? Oh, yeah. I think I did. So my biggest influences in my life, I did, but I can put it a different way. So a lot of people are parents, but for me, it's actually my children. So like you get all of these lessons in life, but if you don't have someone actually walking the walk, it's kind of hard to navigate through, you know, adulthood, right? And figuring out your purpose, figuring out who you are without your trauma type situation. And so I was saying, I realized the biggest influences in my life have been my children, because once I had them, it opened my eyes to a lot of things. Like, it's one thing for people to tell you how to live. You know what kind of person you want to be, but a lot of us kind of stumble along the way trying to get there. We think we have a grasp on where our problems are or our flaws are, but something about having children was just so eye-opening about, okay, this is really the amount of trauma you're carrying over. This is what you really, really need to work on. And this is how jacked up your past really was. And so therefore, these are all the things that you need to work on in order to be better for them and to start a new foundation, hopefully for generations to come to benefit from. So for me, I love both of my parents, but there's history there. And my children have been the biggest influence in my life. I always thought, when you grow up with like negative experiences or circumstances, that forever like tarnishes you. You get what I'm saying? And puts a stamp on who you are in life. But once I had children, man, that kind of like, I don't know, that made me just work even harder to rid myself of all of that. Oh, I didn't say what's up, Cube. Cube instead. I'm sorry. What's up, Cube? Cube in the building. Cube checking in the chat. For me, probably my first boss inspired me to start my own company instead of working for someone else. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. And that's great when a boss can see that in you, because everybody that's a boss shouldn't be a boss. All they care about sometimes is you making them look good, not developing you as a person. Some of them. That's a beautiful answer. You teach your kids to become good people, but you also take away so much. Yeah, a lot from them. He said, nope. I'm sorry, Q. My apologies, good sir. Tell Cuzzo said, have a good day. I'm in my feelings with you. Oh! Cuban said, have a good day to you. He not talking to me. Don't be like that, Cube. So are you fully working for yourself now, Flexi A? Oh, she's good. Where is she? She just finished a little barking session because this cat, this neighborhood cat pisses her off, okay? The cat has all the freedom in the world, and he or she, I think it's a girl, she just, sachets around the front door. She lays on the car. She lays on the trailer. She's all over the place, and she's living her best life, and she's totally not bothered by my dogs barking, and it just pisses her off even more. So she just... Oh, she's asleep now. I get it. I know you playing cute. I know you just kidding. No coffee for you today? Was that by choice, Charles, or you ran out? I need to do something because it's tearing my stomach up lately. I think it usually helped when I started with a probiotic first and let that marinate before I started coffee. And I need to go back to that. And oh yeah, there's some in this fridge. This ain't a probiotic one, but I'll usually like do one of these things. Different brands, but it'll be one for digestion. This is more for inflammation for me. These little health shots on an empty stomach and you let it marinate in your gut, it does wonders. But yeah, I need to get back on it because it's starting to tear my stomach up again. They're not eating cats and dogs. No, they just chilling out here. Yeah, completely. I quit working for the USPS and started my... Okay then, congratulations. Me too. Stomach, yeah. But I promise you, like, what... This is just my theory. I hadn't looked this up. I don't know. Just for me. What you put in your stomach first on an empty stomach really matters. And I guess maybe if it's too much acidity going on, the coffee just keeps compounding that problem. So sometimes I'll do these or what's that other stuff called? Activia, which I haven't done in a while. First thing. And wait like 30 minutes at least, if not longer. And it really like helps my stomach. Not just with the coffee, just with everything. Cause once you're I don't want to get too detailed, but if it's causing disruptions, you get what I'm saying, and problems, inconsistency, then in essence it's probably stripping or already stripped a lot of the little cilia and the good bacteria that you need to kind of like hold on to nutrients and food. And so you kind of got to let that rebuild. And the probiotics help that. But if you just keep adding insult to it, it's just, it'll never stop. Every time you drink coffee, it'll be the same problem. For me, I can't do milk stuff like that anyway. There's some stuff it just won't matter. I'll never be able to do a lot of. But coffee, it should be like if I've had too much or whatever. But it's getting now to where every time I have a cup, which means I need to work on my probiotic intake. Water and lemon. Oh, he tuned in with water and lemon. I feel you, Charles. I had some super greens. I think they got thrown away, didn't it? Or was in the other fridge? The super greens, the little green scoop stuff to add in there. In the fridge? You have to keep it refrigerated. So if it ain't in the fridge, then it is no good. Girlfriend does matcha. I can't survive without a black coffee in the morning. I like matcha. I say matcha. I like matcha, but I always feel like on the vlogs when they make it, it looks very complicated. I don't know. It's your pre-workout too? Okay. This one right here loves to do like... Where is it? That one wasn't so bad.
The other one's called Mother Son.
He like to do that crack cocaine based pre-workout. Have you climbing the walls and latching onto the ceiling fan and stuff. Like,
That one ain't bad.
So like, okay, Flexi, what kind of coffee do you drink? Black. I am going to try I'm gonna try to switch over to black, but I know I can't do this Starbucks brew with that, because I mean Starbucks is not the best tasting coffee, but I like it to taste a little bit motor oilish when I mix it with creamer and stuff. I like how the contrast, but to drink black is terrible. He said, "You already know the best thing in your cup is Folger." Yep. Flexi said, "I tried a pre-workout like that once. I felt like ants running in my face for hours." That's what I hear people say a lot. You buy the Aldi ground coffee, tastes amazing and so affordable. Okay, I'm gonna try something a little more. I'm gonna try something that goes down a little smoother. My thing is I like black coffee, but then logically, oh, you know what else? Why I say that? Iced coffee seems to be a lot smoother, and I think it has more caffeine in it. So maybe I'll do that too. But maybe I'll switch to a light roast, because I know light roast has more caffeine in it too, and it'll be a lot easier to drink without creamer. I'm gonna try Flexi. Let's see when I'm gonna start. Friday? Oh no, Friday. See, this the problem. Oh, I do have a class Friday. Flexi, have you ever seen those trampoline classes where they do like, matter of fact, let me pull it up. So there's one, so for y'all who don't know, we moved from, well, Zach has been in Augusta, but I moved from the Atlanta area. And so there was this really dope fitness couple there, Mr. and Mrs. 2 Weeks Out. And they have some gyms out there, but they were like way too far from where I was. I was north of Atlanta. I think the gyms were like south. And I always wanted to try one of their trampoline classes that one of the girls, I don't know if she's part owner in the gym or what, but they always work with her. And I happened to be on Instagram and see that she is actually doing a tour, a trampoline fitness tour, and coming to Augusta. So I will be doing that class Friday. Zach told me I need to be working out up until it, because I'm gonna get there and embarrass myself. How many tattoos you got? Didn't even know you had that one. Oh, I have 3. I have the hummingbird, there's agape on my shoulder, and then I have a phoenix. Looking good today. Thank you, Dixon. My you know what? I ain't finna. They always get me with these stupid names. I gotta stop pronouncing full names. I'm just gonna shorten them on the front. Hey, Sar Milo, how are you? Welcome back to the chat. I almost said it too. I almost said it. Came in here with that Diddy, Diddy-esque profile name. Bird of Prey. Favorite protein powder is, you know what? I don't do a lot of protein powders, but as far as like keeping an eye, because usually when I am doing protein powder, I'm actually paying attention to everything. You get what I'm saying? Like trying to eat right. So I like the Premier because of the low sugar, and they have the powder too, you know, but the low sugar content, and then high protein, 1 gram of sugar. But I also have a Vega, that's another one. Vega protein, is it VEJA? I love their chocolate one. Because again, meat and the milk byproducts they don't jive too well with me. So that is higher in protein, but I actually really do like the Vega protein. You said call him sir. Yeah, these screen names trip me out. He's never coming home. You talking about Puffy? Swab. Bird of prey. Lactose. Yeah, I can't do too much of it. Mm-mm. And honestly, when you really think about it, do I want to do too much of it? I'm good on it. I'm good on it. The only thing that I really think, and matter of fact, when I wasn't eating any animal byproducts, ice cream. Ice cream is my big thing, but what's that brand of ice cream? So Delicious. So Delicious cashew milk based ice creams are so good. Like you really, aside from the fact that they don't have a lot of flavors, if they had more flavors, I would completely just switch over to them anytime I want ice cream. The problem is I like strawberry cheesecake ice cream from Ben and Jerry's. And then there's this, there's Kroger's here. Private Selection, I love salted caramel. What is it called? Chocolate something. I love their brand, but So Delicious cashew milk based. The other ones are okay, but they taste like vegan ice creams to me. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was gonna show y'all. So this is the class Tramp. So it's a play on words. The girl's business is Trampoline Fit, but it's spelled like Tramp O and it's Lean. That ain't how you spell trampoline. No. Let me see the class. And it's just so I can make myself. This is her class. Can y'all see it? It's just for fun, but it's gonna give me some good cardio. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be doing all that. Y'all pray for me. My knees are not what they used to be. So that's Friday night. Then his friend is having midnight boxing another Friday. He said, no Diddy talk today, please. No, let's talk about it, Charles. Let's talk about it. Ain't really nothing to talk about. Ain't really nothing to talk about. It's time. It is time. Have you ever had Cadbury chocolate? No, I never had that. Is that a vegan brand? You like boxing? Does he know Tim? Who is Tim, Sora? Australia brand? Is that, oh, are you talking about pre-workout? No way. If your man knows about, oh, you talking about boxing. The problem is I be talking about 2-3 different things at one time. And then I get confused. Do you know Tim? I don't know if he really watches boxing like that. Do you? My dad, maybe. Maybe. I don't even know if he still follows like he used to. But no, so we're going to a midnight boxing class. That should be fun. It's too early. It's never too early to talk about Diddy. Why is it too early? There's no appropriate time of the day to talk about that monster. I do think boxing would be fun. I know that's going to wear me out too, really. That's probably actually going to be worse than this trampoline class. Because the trampoline class is more cardio and lower body.
Boxing got weights in it too.
Bring it on. Bring it on. You said Tim Zoo? I can't even tell y'all last time I watched a boxing.
Yeah, unless it's a big match.
It's a great sport. It is. It's so rough. So rough. But I love how they train them. Oh, there's a boxing movie coming out about that girl, Camila. Have y'all seen the preview for that? It's about this girl who... Did she go to the Olympics? Hold on. Let me figure it out, y'all. Let me not butcher my version of what this is about. Boxing movie. I think it's supposed to come on Netflix. It's called A Fire Inside with Ryan Destiny. And I want to say it's a true story. So it's about the inspiring and true story of the current WBC heavyweight champion Clarissa Shields. It says it comes out December. He's denied bond, and that was a excellent decision on their part because he has a history of intimidation and abuse to those who potentially tell on him or shoot, just even try to save themselves from situations he put them in. So it's the best thing that they did was deny his bond, because all he's gonna do is start badgering witnesses and trying to pay people off and potentially lead a country. Men fighting women. Clarissa, the girl that stabbed that man in the ring. Did she? See, I don't know. She stabbed him in the ring?
Super smooth Starbucks cold brew. In a can, what else is possible? Perhaps finding the perfect match. Could this be true? Can be true. New Starbucks cold brew.
Why she do that? Like, why she do that? I'm looking it up. I never, really, honestly and truly, like I said, I don't really follow boxing, so I had never heard of her. I just saw the preview. It's not telling me much. But it don't come out till December. So maybe more, you'll start seeing more. So it says she had a difficult childhood. Her father was in prison from 96 to 2004. Her mother was an alcoholic, and Clarissa was raped at age 5. It wasn't until her father was released from jail that things began to change. Sheesh. She got mad because the man was her sparring partner. She got mad. This was years ago. Oof. And then she from Flint, Michigan. What you saying? Come on about sore. I had never heard of any of this. Trial is gonna look like Bill Cosby. I think it's gonna be worse, Charles, because they got footage.
Oh yeah,
They got footage. This ain't no
they finna drag that through.
eyewitness, just testimony. This is footage. This is audio. This is out like a police reports, maybe not filed against him, or like medical reports. Even if they didn't point him out as the aggressor at the time, I think it's gonna be worse. I heard that was really the reason for that whole. Remember, I was like, why did Jennifer Lopez marry Ben Affleck? Like after all this time, and then they ended up getting divorced. And then supposedly the feds tipped him off to some of the video footage that they found on his compound was of her in some pretty disgusting, compromising situations. And that he couldn't move past that. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, this gonna look way worse. And not excusing anything that Cosby did at all, but this is way 1,000 bottles of baby oil, Charles. IV fluids, baby oil, lubricant, 1,000 bottles. Then he crossed state lines, which is where he especially messed up, to do some of this stuff. He finna be under the jail. I don't want to imagine Diddy footage.
They say they got proof of other names.
Yeah, I don't know how many of those are gonna actually make it to, but yeah, that's crazy and very disgusting. It's very gloomy. He left the country doing it. Yeah, he did a lot of things. He did way too much. He did a lot. The weather is gloomy a little bit. I thought it was gonna be sunny, but it's a little gloomy. Zach said it was raining this morning when he went and took the child. One of the children. I can't do no more coffee. That was it. So, what about you, Flexi? What about that 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Yeah, it's. I was watching this comedian. He said it ain't enough dry skin in the world to justify that. Nobody. He's like, nobody needs that much moisture. He said, unless you're trying to get in somewhere you shouldn't be or get. Listen, 27 degrees. Formula, where are you? Beautiful sunny day, but last night was thunderstorm in Orlando. Yeah, because y'all pretty much get like, yeah, so it's the same as like island life. Basically, it'll come in, come out just as quick as it came in, it's gone, and flip the script on you. Over here, when it's raining, you know, you used to live in New York, but even like, it just hovers a little bit. It's a slow process. Australia. Oh, Celsius then. Yeah. It would be Celsius. I doubt it's 27 Fahrenheit in Australia. Not that I've been, but my understanding is that that's not the type of weather they get. Well, I don't. Yeah. So it must be Celsius. I don't think it gets cold that in many places. Does it get cold anywhere in Australia? And I don't have one bottle of baby. Right. Because, hey, Ferdy Uzum No Glue. I said I was gonna start saying names right because by the time I sound them out, I realized I done said something crazy. Not in a good way. Oh, BM. Why you say from the devil? Are you mean it literally, figuratively, a combination of both? Was it people in your life that represent, that are not good people that you're talking about? 2 degrees. I just didn't get good influences other than my grandparents. You're learning. Yeah, well that's what I kind of mentioned when I first went on. It's interesting to hear because like I think the assumption, well, as you get older, you know that's not true, but like especially early in life, the assumption is that everybody's main influence is their parents. And in a way it is, but sometimes it's what not to do. Sometimes it's what not to do. Just glad that you did have your grandparents. I can relate to that a lot. So what's the sound in the background? Oh, I thought Zach's putting together nightstands. I had tuned it out and I had to think for a second, what sound? The thingamajigger. Sounded like air pumping a tire. He was screwing or tighten up part of the, what you want, the drawers? The drawers. Bicycle tire point, yeah. That and then ESPN. Talking about Justin Fields. Thank you, BM. It's a fly. I could have sworn I killed this thing. I have Flexi. I think once. I don't even remember where I was going, but it was a short trip. So it wasn't too bad. I want to say it was a short trip and I had one carry on. So I don't have a whole lot of experience with them. Wow, you got a Spirit flight coming up? Termin Durant talking about Go Saints. He's talking about Go Saints. No, I ain't no Cowgirls fan. I'm a Falcons fan. How dare you? And then come in here with that Who That Nation stuff. Just food with them so cheap but not great to keep it not. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Especially like I'm tall for a woman, but I'm not super tall. I'm not tall for a human being. And I was like jammed in that seat. Jammed in that seat. And then, yeah, it's always entertaining though, probably, right? Why don't you say? I don't want to say that. Oh, you on the south side. You in Harry County. Freddie, I was born in Hawaii but raised in Georgia. Yeah, I'm a Falcons fan. Rise up. We're not playing the Saints this week. Actually, the Saints played great against the Cowboys. Then they play the Eagles. And because I can't, the Eagles, listen, you know the Saints are our arch enemies, but Eagles fans annoy the mess out of me. So for now, I'm not on the Saints. Just to let you know, Saints are winning the NFC South this season with new offense coordinator, Mr. Kubiak, not your Falcons and your overpaid quarterback, Kirk Cousins. Well, whatever crystal ball you got, you better wipe it off a little bit better, Turbo.
You gotta get Curtis his props.
Huh?
You gotta get Cousins his props. He came back in the fourth quarter drive and win the game.
And what I love, I'm going to tell you what else I like about the Falcons. We got a mixed bag of talent. There is no one standout. Let Kamara get hurt.
It's over.
It's over. Turbo Duran, y'all got most of y'all's chances are banking on maybe 2 players who take a lot of hits. It's not inappropriate. I don't know about it. Hey, Break Forever. You won betting on the fact. That's what I'm talking about, Break Forever. And look, we didn't even do pick sheets this week. Wait, were those on the same week, though? That wasn't on the same week.
Yeah. Falcons and the Raiders.
That was on the same pick sheet.
Same week.
Raiders, Falcons. We would have really been ahead on that pick sheet because nobody thought either one of us was going to win. Thank you, DM. Because I ain't saying your name. You have a blessed day, too. Don't worry, my quarterback is better than your quarterback right now. Right now. You heard him?
What we come out?
Saints.
Yeah, we didn't give him.
No, then our quarterback. Oh, you talking about the Raiders?
We gave them Derek Carr. They ain't going to the Super Bowl.
We shall see. All right, Flexi. We'll be here. You know I ain't saying your name. First of all, I don't even like, we ain't gonna say the whole thing. I don't even like saying meat. I don't know, something about it. I'm not saying both of those together. Just not gonna happen. How old am I? How old you think I am, sir? You knew that was coming. Usually I answer it. So most people who've been in here before know. But how old do you think I am? I won't be offended. Trust me. You should ask my cousin. Nope. Won't do it. I already saw that name. I already fell for that one. DM. I already fell for that one, DM. You're close, Turbo Duran, but no. Flexi, you already know how old I am now. Woundy, you should know too. Hey, Woundy. Kirk Cousins just gave him time in the... Just give him time in the pocket. Yeah, he need a lot of time in the pocket. That's my concern with him. Golly. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Anyway, no, I'm 42. Turbo Duran turned 43 in December. Oh, y'all make sure you double tap and hit the like button for me, okay? Very important for this here YouTube algorithm. Although I prefer, like, I want the numbers. However, I prefer these groups of people where I recognize the names because, Lord have mercy, when it's like trolls in the chat. And I don't see how people with huge live followings, like, can even keep up with the dialogue. At that point, it's just going live and really saying what you have to say. And, like, occasionally, I don't know how they do it. I mean, of course you can't talk to everybody, but I like this a little bit better. Oh, thank you, Turbo Duran. No, it's a hummingbird. It says that an eagle's tattoo. It'd have been a falcon's before an eagle. A falcon tattoo. No, it's a hummingbird. Judon is good on defense. I don't get that either. Can't even read any messages. Yeah. Because even when, like, I've never had, I think the most I've had in a live once, like at one time, has been like 78 people. And good Lord.
I got it.
People gonna really start thinking you touched. I done told him about talking like that. I think they only read, the donation messages. I think that's when people start doing memberships too, because I believe the member chat is a separate section. But even then, like, what's for breakfast? You know, Tarbo, I don't really eat breakfast like that. But when I do, it's usually a delicious croissant sandwich made by Mr. Yo's truly over here. But I say for lunch, I'm thinking about just doing some kind of tuna. I really want Indian food, but my stomach needs a rest. I had like 108 at one point, not sure how, but I couldn't keep up. Yeah, you definitely have to like, that fly is about to get it. I'm sorry, y'all, hold on. Fun fact, flies only live in adulthood about a week or two, which makes sense now why they're so stupid. Because you would think they would stay out your face. They don't live long enough to learn. Anyway, back to the chat. Yeah, it's hard to keep up. And then half of them are trolling. Zach done accidentally put somebody on timeout yesterday. Because he was just like trying to keep up with it. And it lasted a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's a blessing because that's what you want is people to flood in. But geez, North CFX, you live with your dad? No, North CFX, I don't live with my dad. Tell her that. Do you like to cook? I do like to cook, but he loves to cook. So he does most of the cooking. How about this? I can cook. I don't even say I like to cook. I can cook, but he actually loves to cook. Does that make sense? So, and I love to cook like different dishes. So I'm not big, and I feel like it's sad. I feel like I have to clarify this because a lot of times when men ask that, they be thinking like soul food, which I can cook, but I love like Indian food. I love like trying new health dishes. That is my thing. That's really fun. New health dishes, because I can't eat all that heavy stuff all the time. Thank you, Flexi. Yep, hit the like button, y'all. Who's the guy talking about? Is he? Yeah, that's my boyfriend. Are you Haitian? No, but you know what? I get that a lot. And I get a lot of Haitians speaking French to me. So do I look? But I see so many different varying facial features and shades for like just with any other race. Whichever. Y'all know what I mean. So I don't know if it's like the nose or the lip. I don't know. What is it? Because I get that a lot from people, and like I said, Haitians often automatically start speaking French to me, and I don't speak no French, and I don't even know if it's always Haitians. There's another part, one of the countries in Africa where I get a lot of people asking me, am I from? So you're taking what? Oh, I'm taking. Yeah, I am, but I'm lucky too, Turbo. We're both blessed. We're both blessed. Oh, a little Flexi. I read better than I speak it because I don't practice it. Oh, you're Colombian though. Test me. Let me see. Oh, let me think. What do I want to say? What's bienvenidos? Welcome. Bienvenidos a las. How you say chat? See, I can't even. ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing, right? See, I can read it better. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Haciendo. Same word? Okay. Do I say alas in front? Or just say bienvenidos? If I want to say welcome to the chat, do I say I'm me? Yeah, I can read it much better than I can speak it because it's recall. Because I haven't been in a class or a Spanish speaking country in where they actually speak Spanish. Because I went to Puerto Rico, but because of, a lot of people there speak English, apparently. Not as a first language, it seems, but there's a lot of English speakers. Bienvenidos a el chat. Okay. See, I'm picking up. Turbo Duran, I like it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm surprised they're still intact. It's 2 weeks. These are 2-week-old nails. Medellin. Actually, we were supposed to go to Medellin. Is the accent over the I? We were supposed to go to Medellin. No. That one where we were supposed to go. I just lied. Me and my friend girls were supposed to go to Cartagena. That's where we were supposed to go. But I've heard that Medellin is beautiful. Yeah, that's what I heard too. But I'm like, how expensive is that trip? How expensive is that place? See, because the main thing is usually the flight. Medellin? Wait, Medellin? So the double L is okay. Okay, see now I'm saying it right. Okay. Next time you go live, can you put Turbo? See, that's where y'all get a little questionable. Why would I do that? Like Jay? Okay. You know what? You're right. Okay. So that's why, see, and this is where the difference between learning Spanish in a class and speaking Spanish out, wherever, and then the different dialects. Listen, I thought I had learned a little something because a long, long time ago, when I first got out of college, I used to work with a lot of people from the DR. That Spanish is totally understandable to me. It's a lot slower, a lot clearer to me. I understood it. But then came along my friend Alejandro, who was from Cuba, Flexi. I was like, you got it. You got it. Because I don't know nothing you just said. But anyway, point being, in class, you learn it's a Y. You learn the double L is a Y, like pollo, right? But when you hear people speak, they say pollo. You know what I'm trying to say. We learn it in class. We learn me llamo like a Y, but when people speak it, it's a J. So llamo. So many accents sound like different languages depending on And not only that, the accents, the speed of it, and then the slang. What's appropriate in one country is a whole cuss word in another. Not because the word literally means a different word. Like, I forget. The guy from Cuba told me it was something like saying balls, but it's exclusively considered a cuss word there. I don't know. I don't remember. But it seemed like he told me he was like Cuban, more like more aggressive in language, not the people. I was just saying in language. But it was some word he said that my Dominican friends was like, you don't say that. You don't talk like that over here. Don't remember what it was. As far as what's socially acceptable, I should say. So, and I heard the best way to learn is to just submerge yourself in a language. Like, just go somewhere where nobody can help you and figure it out. Of course not maybe by yourself ever, no matter where you go. I would recommend traveling somewhere by yourself and you don't speak the language and you don't have anybody who can help you, but don't rely on that or a translator. Like, learn what you can learn and then just go and figure it out. That's how you learn English. Yeah. And I think especially in adulthood, that's probably the best way. That's how it'll stick quicker. So, but you moved when you were younger, right? I do remember you saying that. But I think especially in adulthood, that that's the only way the brain is going to be like, I got to learn this and I got to remember it now. Because our brains kind of lose that retention ability. You were like 8? Yeah. Yeah, see? But maybe one day, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Mark Brown says, Buenos dias, bonita. Mi nombre es Niño Blanco. So, good morning. You're able to speak Spanish and English. You live in the Playa del Carmen, Mexico for 2 years. My girlfriend loves Duolingo. I actually saw somebody on a YouTube using that, or who was doing it in a vlog in their free time. So did she find she can learn quick on that? Maybe I'll try it. But if it's another subscription service, I'm tired of, listen, I can't subscribe to nothing else that I got to pay for. But maybe I'll try it for a little bit. It's free? Oh, shoot. Let me download it then. Let me download it then. She learned French solely from Dude. Now, that's a whole nother beast. I don't know how to conjugate not now verb. Flexi. Try the Spanish, nigga. I think it'll help you. Okay, I'll try it and see. Because like I said, I can read it a lot better than I can speak it. So, but that's just, it's a matter of practice. I'm going to try it. I'm going to come on here. But I always like to tell people, I remember the poem I learned that taught me my directions, Flexi. You want to hear it? Zach's probably tired of hearing this darn poem. Izquierda, derecha, delante, detrás, cerca y lejos y algo más, abajo, arriba, enfrente, encima, ahora, amiga, se acaba la rima. How did I do? How did I do? And if and when I do, the rare occasion that I do try to speak some Spanish and I'm trying to learn a direction because, again, it's not sticking, I have to go through that whole poem. And remember that, yeah, izquierda is left, derecha is right, right? Perfecto. Oh, thank you. I feel, thank y'all. Try Spanish. Oh, I read that already. I learned Spanish because I lived there. You have to learn when you live there. Yeah, and I think that's the best way, honestly and truly. Like, I took 5 years, and I want to say the last 2 years that I took it, while one was in college and one was, no, 2 were in college and the first 3 years were in high school. When in college, it was a semester. I'm trying to remember how they did this. Basically, at some point, there were classes in which you couldn't speak any English in the class. And, like, that helped a lot more. But then after that, it just stopped. And it's crazy because you know how certain parts of the U.S., I think Spanish, especially in Georgia, Florida, New York, Cali, anywhere really, but you know, it's just a good. Most people should really learn it. Honestly, I think they should teach both in school automatically, but I know that just ruffles some people's feathers so much. Like, and I mean from childhood. I really wish that it was like automatically just both languages from childhood in the U.S. It just only makes sense. I mean, look where we are. Look where we're sitting. Look what used to be here. Who used to be here primarily, especially in like Texas, Cali. Like, come on. Yep, Texas. I said I wasn't gonna work out today, and I'm literally hitting some bench press. That's how you do it, and that's what I had to realize, Flexi. Like I always had in my mind, I had to do like a whole routine, and I gotta get that out of my head because most people that actually do consistent changes, they don't always do whole workouts every. When I say whole workouts, they don't do whole exhausting routines every day. Like 15-20 minutes a day of hard work makes a world of difference. So you're inspiring me because I really want to pull out Zach. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna yell in this. He's coming. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Can you bring one of those weights?
You've earned this, so hold it up high. Because at the end of the day, every single round is on you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. What controls the streets controls the city. I'm in now. I'm gonna be the low-key helicopter. The Penguin. Streaming exclusively on Max.
All right, y'all still there? Okay, Flex, let me show you. So I have, oh, this might, I'll just pick it up before I hurt myself. So, you know, I have my bike over there. And then, in other words, I have no excuses. These are awesome. You ever use these, Flexi? We have like regular free weights. And then I have an Olympic bar. I have all the things. So there's really no excuse. Let me put this on 10. The little adjustable ones. So really I could do like arms, squats with weights. And they even have the, and we have 2 of them. So I have a pair. And I saw that they have the kettlebell ones now too, but let me not go overboard and just use those. So you just inspire me. I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna do some exercises today. The thing I hate the most though is cardio. I don't care, which is why classes like that are important, like the one I'm going to Friday, the midnight boxing, to keep it fun, because I just don't like cardio. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But how much is cardio like really necessary, do you think? Like, it's necessary for heart health. But as far as like dedicated hardcore cardio, like I hear people say you don't really because you're getting cardio in the midst of some of the strict training, right, Flexi? So like, how much do you have to do just dedicated cardio? Even a short workout is better than nothing. I learned that so late. Yeah, it is. And when I was at my fittest outside of sport, like as an adult, like a post 30-year-old adult outside of sports, when I was at my most fit, I wasn't doing an hour a day. I really wasn't. And you could see it in some of my older videos, especially my Peloton stuff. I was doing like 20 minutes of arms, 15-minute ab. Or some days I would only do the 10-minute arms, and then I just get on a bike until I just got tired of pedaling. So the walking is phenomenal. That's one of the biggest things I miss about Gwinnett County in Georgia. If y'all don't know, in like the Atlanta area, Gwinnett County has the most parks per 1,000 people than any other county I know in the state. And you can go to, like, so basically, because my whole thing with cardio is lack of change of scenery. I just don't like, I like my mind to be elsewhere. I like nature, right? So that's the one thing I miss about Gwinnett, and they do not have in Augusta, is the amount of parks, natural green space. If you want to go up a flight of stairs without breathing hard, cardio is necessary. Well, it is great for cardiovascular health, but there's people that can, I kid you not, because I was one of them people. I could get on this bike for 30 minutes, and then let's say, where were we? A hotel somewhere. The elevator went out. And then the stairs, I was still winded. So lifting burns more calories as your muscles here tear and rebuild. That is burning calories hours. That's true. Cardio only burns calories. That's true. It's called hit above. But yeah, but the law 6, that's another thing I learned. There's a term for it, but one type of cardio does not necessarily translate to increased ability in a different type of cardio, strength, whatever. Which is crazy. But have you ever noticed, like, you might be fit in one way and then you hit a flight of steps and you're like, why am I out of breath? Or you might have been running a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles every morning, and all of a sudden you get on a spin bike and you're fighting for your life. You're fighting for your life. So it's good to do it for cardio health, but it doesn't always translate, unfortunately. And it's crazy, like the body acclimates to very specific types of activity, which is why it's so good to switch it up, because it just don't translate. Which is why you see those funny videos on ESPN of football players doing Pilates and struggling for dear life, because it's a different muscle group. It's a whole different muscle group, and it's a whole different type of working the muscle, which is time under tension. Oh, the body adapts to specific things. It's for survival. I can swim for a whole hour, step on a treadmill, and jog. That's what I'm saying, Flexi. Now, swimming is phenomenal. That is a full body workout. Step on the treadmill and jog and last for 10 minutes. But to the point about jogging, I'm not a jogger. I could do an hour at one point. Let me not fool myself to say I could even still do this now, of interval sprinting, like sprint, walk. And I'm talking about full out sprinting. That was almost always my thing. But ask me to jog for 5 minutes straight, and I was dying. Because even in that same motion, speed and no speed is something different about that mechanism. I guess it's fast twitch versus, I don't know. But jogging has always been a struggle for me. Always been a struggle. just don't like, I guess I don't like, okay, so maybe that's my correction. I don't like steady cardio. I don't like steady cardio. But as I get older, I don't believe that you just have to get old and get dusty, crusty, and damn near dead, right? I don't believe that. But the joints take a hit after a while. So I do need to shift kind of out of that whole high burst. I can still do some hit stuff, but I'm wanting to like lean more into stuff like yoga and continue the walking thing, which I really fell off on since we moved, and that's the part I hate because I tried to walk around the neighborhood, but it just was not the same. Flexi, if you ever see any of my old vlogs with the scene of like the trees on the thumbnail, you'll see in there how beautiful those parks were. So like trying to go from that every day, and we were walking like 3, 4, 5 miles every time. It was so mentally relaxing, and I love nature. Now I'm trying to like walk on pavement around the neighborhood, and it just is not giving the same. Bicycle riding, you could do, okay. Yeah, I like bike riding. That's cool. I actually hate spinning. Go figure. I hate spinning. But bicycle riding is very relaxing as well. Oh, y'all, it's 12 o'clock. How long have I been on here? 82 minutes? What should I eat for lunch? I think I'm trying to behave, but I really want Indian food. I really want Indian food. So that being said, I have like another vlog posting Sunday. I had to get those out of the way because I'm pulling them from another channel, and I wanted those vlogs on this channel because I put a lot of work into those vlogs, and they were just interesting to me. So I have my last travel vlog posting Sunday, which is part 2 of my Finland trip. And honestly, that's my favorite part as far as what I vlogged of that trip. But afterwards, we're getting back into like general vlogging and a lot of emphasis on wellness, because that's just who I am. That's who I'm trying to be. So I think I'm gonna get this trainer just to give me a reset, because also as I get older, the amount of soreness I experience in my body post-workout, restarting a workout is astronomically more. I don't know what that is, but it's like a lot more. It's taking me a lot more time to recover once I restart. And I kind of need a push to push through that. So anyway, that'll be after this Sunday. We'll be back to those kind of vlogs, and maybe like healthy recipes and maybe some product reviews and stuff like that. But y'all just make sure y'all tune in. Favorite country ever traveled to? Flex, I haven't been out of the country a whole lot. So right now it's gonna be Finland, which is crazy because who says that? I mean, no offense to anyone from Finland, but so far it is Finland because I haven't been out of the country a lot. I think a product of being a military brat is that we move so much that moving more in my free time is kind of like the opposite of what traveling should be. It kind of brings me a little anxiety. It used to anyway. So I'm just now starting to break out of that. Hey, Afro Thunder, how are you? So far Finland, but I don't have much to compare it to. So my parents, both my parents were in the military, Flexi, my mother and my father. Not me, because again, I want to have I'm similar to you. Like, I like being in a slower environment in the country and live and be stable and have it is my goal in life to be the matriarch of my family. The next matriarch. So I want to have a slow, relaxing home base and establish that. And then I want to travel and do more traveling. But because I never had, well, my grandmother, but outside of that, even the houses that my parents live in now, they're not really family homes. Both Army. Oh, you saw her? Because where is she? she? Flexi, I swear to you, I didn't hear her or see her, and now I'm looking. I swear she's nowhere around. Where did you see the dog? You see, Zach's over there working on putting together. Well, he was. I ain't even see her. She must. Now I hear in the front. She must not have seen anything because there's doves that fly back there a lot. They're really beautiful. There's doves that come back there a lot, and she's usually. My girl really needs to be on a farm. Okay, you know she's a working dog. We go out there, we run around, all that stuff, but she really likes to, like, it's in her to hunt something, which is why when a fly gets in, she makes it her business to catch and eat that fly. So, I guess she didn't see anything of interest, so she went to the front looking for something else, which is probably that damn cat. Probably the cat. Spectrum. I have AT&T. They have the fiber here. Is it fiber? Whatever that really fast one is. I think it's AT&T fiber. Every now and then I'll get the choppiness here too, but it is pretty considering my kids. And how much was it? I want to say it's like 80 something a month. But mind you, both of my kids' game, I don't have regular cable. I stream everything. I upload to YouTube. You know how long that can take. I go live. I do a lot of streaming stuff in here. So it's pretty good. It still sucks, dang. What? I hate that. And then it's like a lot of places still don't have a lot of options yet. Luckily here it was like between Xfinity, AT&T, maybe Spectrum. I don't know. Spectrum I haven't heard of really since I left North Carolina some years ago because I lived there for a little while too. Your girl been all around the U.S., not necessarily around the world. But yeah. Oh, I already confirmed, didn't I? You're paying $80 a month just internet. I'm thinking I might need to upgrade my router. It could be the router. Also, don't people have like signal strengtheners? I don't know what you call them. That they also get in their houses. But I don't know how expensive. Listen, Flexi, I might break down and get it. I might break down and get it. Because apparently this trainer that Zach knows, so it's a whole group of them. They have like one of those little private gyms. It's not super expensive, but it's not like a fully... You ever seen those gyms that are more just for like circuit training? It's one of those. But apparently the package that they sell requires you to do like nutrition too. Like you can't... I don't know if you can break it up. So they do like a whole rounded package for the month, including a meal plan, workouts, and one-on-one training. So I say that to say, if I'm going to do that, I'm sure I can't have Indian food. Not this version that I'm about to strongly consider getting. So I might go ahead and get it. That's how I justified it in my mind. Because I really need to hunker down. I'm one of them people that I cannot... Small changes are great. They are meaningful. However, for me to hold on to significant changes that are going to make a difference in like weight, muscle composition, whatever, I cannot kind of change. I have to go like all in. That's just me. And I have to stay all in for like a month solid, maybe 2, in order for me to be able to not be going by a guideline anymore and to naturally eat that way. So once I start fully back on everything, I'll have to make my own version, like healthier version of Indian food, but I'm not this place that I want to order from. I had Thai. I love Thai food. I love all of those spices. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Flexi. Something about Indian food makes me think maybe I need to do another DNA test. I know not just in India. Some about when I eat anything curry, I almost have a spiritual experience which transports me to a place that I've never been before. It's gotta be some core memory from another lifetime unlocked because something about curry. I just don't know. I just don't know. That was very extra. Gonna walk the doggy for real now. Just finished working. I have a blessed one. You have a blessed one too, Flexi. I'm about to hop off this live. So, yeah. All y'all who joined, thank you so much. Make sure to double tap if you're still here. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to check out some of my vlogs. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Until next time, which will probably be later tonight. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.